Good morning, everybody. I'm forecaster Dustin Staples. This is your latest WITN First Alert forecast here with you on this Sunday as we continue to keep track of this winter weather. Most of us have thankfully dodged a very large bullet here. Most of that storm has been well to the west of us here. A little more warm air has been moving in here with some good news, though again, still watch out for some slick spots early on this morning here. So some good news today is that rain, snow, freezing rain is going to change over to rain later on this afternoon. So some of you may be already starting to see that early on, and then later in the afternoon, we'll eventually start to see mostly all rain. Maybe a little clearing if we're lucky to even get that. Again, watch out possible for some isolated power outages and slick spots on the roads, especially back towards I-95. And leading into that as well, that rain will change over to a bit of a wintry mix, possibly once again for some of you tomorrow morning, but though it looks very limited with that too. Winter storm alerts continue here through Monday afternoon. Some of these maybe will start to expire early. Some of our coastal counties have already been out of these here. Some good news with that too, but winter storm advisories, ice storm warnings to the south of us here, winter storm watches as well. So a little bit of everything going on. We started the morning off down the teens and 20s out here, feels like us as well, though with the exception of the coastline, that's the outlier there where it feels like 50s. And again, they may be getting close to 60 degrees later on tonight and by sunrise on Monday, so something to keep in mind. Here's where we are early on this morning. See all the rain and sleet here for us. We've got a report to all the snow back towards Virginia Beach, some freezing rain, some ice accumulation in central North Carolina down towards Charlotte, some sleet and freezing rain accumulation there along the mountain, the ridge tops, even down towards South Carolina. Again, for the first time in well over a decade, they issued the first ice storm warning for that area. So a little rare did they get to see that too. All the moisture moving upward towards Virginia, up towards the northeast, wraparound moisture coming in behind, going towards Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Arkansas. Just an icy and snowy mess there. Portions of Tennessee did see snow yesterday. Now that warm air is turning that over to a wintry mix. Now obviously here, of course, we do have these hazards keeping through. This is running through Monday. The higher risk will continue to be well out towards Raleigh there, portions of central North Carolina. Limited risk here across the east, so some good news with that, but still be mindful of that as well. And on top of this, all these winter alerts extend from Maine down towards New Mexico there. There's a well over 2,000 miles of alerts with ice storm warnings in central North Carolina down towards Georgia as well as North Carolina, Tennessee. That expands down towards Louisiana, much of Mississippi, and just a little sliver outside of Dallas and Houston there where they're dealing with that. So pretty much what we got going here for the rest of today, ice to rain, mostly staying as rain later in the day. We'll see some melting take place as warm air is moving on in. Monday, again, watch for some slick spots for some folks. Not everybody will see that, but we'll see some rain turning in the morning, quieting down. And then again, tomorrow, Monday night, we do have another first alert weather night ahead as we're watching for bitter wind chill. So we got that to look forward to now after you get past this. Noontime today, rain snow line you see dividing right here. Most of that's beginning to move apart. We're quiet. Another round of winter weather moves in tonight, but that's going to be mostly rain. We could see a little sleet mixing in with that too. So something to keep in mind along the coast. We go quiet by late in the morning hours. By early evening, things quiet down. We're going to get quite cold once again as those temperatures drop to the 20s and teens out there as well. How much ice accumulation can we see? Really not much expected here. We'll continue to stay pretty wet along the coast. You do see maybe another half inch to a quarter of an inch of rain expected with that. Overall, though, the consensus is the winds pick up next. That's the next story to tell beyond this cold weather in the forecast, because we're going to be seeing lows in the teens and 20s at night. Remember to take care of the outdoor cover pipes inside, and also make sure your pets are inside too. And then again, temperatures looking to our 8-day forecast are going to be talking about some well below average highs here for quite some time. Generally, we should be in the mid-50s for January here, or February, heading into February soon. Again, the cold air continues here. Don't be surprised if we issue more first alert weather nights ahead due to that. And of course, we'll watch for another little wintry weather maybe next week. But for now, stay safe on the roads.